Welcome, everyone, to the general gaming channel known as M12 Warthog Game. Hey guys, M12 Warthog Game here. I'm back with another video, and today I'm playing some, RuneScape. Now, someone asked me about this, do I play the game? And do I frequently play it? I occasionally come back here and play it often. It's been maybe about a few months since I've last played. This is a fun game that I like to play, and I wanted to make a video about it. Because someone asked me, because they saw my thing on Zerg ID about me having an account on here. And well, this is a fun game to play, and they've been updating it, and it's a lot better than the old version. I like certain aspects of the old school version. I never really got to experience because I didn't get to... Because when I played it, I was a lot younger and I didn't quite understand certain aspects of the game. But I definitely like the updates and all this stuff better. It gives like a whole new thing to the game. You know, that stuff. But, there are many new items that, I don't even know what this does. I don't even think I had Mask of the Troll when I was here. I don't even know anymore. Check scoreboard. I don't know what this is. Waivers. Player versus monkey? Wait, what? Oh, this, I'm guessing, is a new PvP area. Wait. Mask of the Troll. Can you, like, troll people or something? I don't know. But, I want to see if I can examine that. Apparently I can't examine that. But, someone asked me, and I want to show you a little bit about my player. Now, I used to be a member on here, and I paid for it and all that stuff, but, I stopped for a while. Because, well... I didn't have, well, we moved to a trailer and whatnot, and we don't have internet access, so I'm not going to pay to be a member on a game if I didn't have access to it. But, now that I have, working computer, laptop, well, I have slight minor problems. I'm probably going to go and get the stuff repaired today, but I can still record nonetheless. Just minor problems that could lead to bigger problems if I don't fix it now, kind of thing. Slight damage on the outer casing or something. I think I know what caused it, but I'm not going to spend the whole episode talking about it. But, I think... Port Sarum, I think is how you pronounce it. I'm actually walking close to it. But, I think that's where my house was when I was a member. I'm not sure if they still have a saved file of that, or if it resets when I, lose my, when I stop paying for the membership or not, but hopefully I can get that back when I do this. Otherwise, I can just rebuild the place fast, because I had to constantly make multiple pieces of, like, furniture just to level up and get a new room in my house, because I'm like, I don't need 2 kitchens in my house, and I don't want to make 2 kitchens just to level up my thing when I only need 1, and then I have to get rid of it. I don't know how the whole thing works, but, yeah. It's quite interesting. A lot of new camps, a lot of new activities. And overall, this is good. Now, someone asked me, what do you want to do for grinding out experience points? Now, I used to have, when I was a member, I had Festive Aurora. I had this Wisdom one. And what that did is it was like, I think it lasted like, 40 minutes. And it gave me plus 2.5% experience points across everything. Not just like, I've seen some of them, I think there used to be ones where it's like, we'll give you like plus 7% experience more bonus to like one skill area. But I've preferred Wisdom because you go any skill that you do. And if you're trying to grind out in a specific area, you can. But if it's combat, you might want to do this, because the way I fight, I have it balanced so that my strength, my attack, and my defense all go up, and possibly range or magic if I decide to use that. I actually have a bow here in case I need to do that. Apparently this thing gives you like no defense unless it's charged. I did not know that. I paid good money for it, so I'm gonna try and figure out how to make use of this as best as I can, though. I did pay good money for it, so I think I paid like about 100K for it. Because I learned that at the Grand Exchange, if you are willing to pay more money for something than someone else, then of course they're going to sell you it instead. But you gotta make sure that you have the money, though. And I do, but I don't buy stuff that often. Or when I want to experiment with things, I do that as well. Now, on the other side of grinding out experience points, which someone asked, what do I do? Well, for me, if I can... I'm gonna scroll through this. And I'm gonna go to my skills here. Now, you see... I have a decent skill, I mean, level 5 for member skills, because I actually used to be a member. But, for most of my skills, they're at, like, anywhere from, like, except for member skills, they're anywhere from, like, 30 to 50. Like 30 to 60 for, like, most of them. As you can see, my hit points, strength, attack, defense and all that stuff are in 50s, 60s and all that area. Then I got 30 and, about 30 and 38 for my magic and range. Kind of funny that range is the lowest out of them, hence my name, Range B62. I don't know why I chose the name at the time, but I did. I don't know. I don't remember why I chose the name. I just thought, you know, maybe that would be a name that I could easily remember. Not really sure. But, you know, a name's a name. And for experience gaining in combat, I like to do Moss Giants. Or they may have a different name now. Because I remember them, a similar monster that I ran into that had a different name that was there a while ago. Okay, put it this way. I have been playing, I should probably get this out of the way now. I've been playing RuneScape for a while now. I've been constantly going back to it. See Graveyard of Shadows? Right here in the wilderness. I think this is all PvP area out in the wilderness now. Right next to it used to be Clan Wars. Used to be. That's how long ago I've played this game. And if you don't know how long ago that was pretty long ago. That was... Yes, I want to enter. Now, you could totally survive down here in this place all by yourself. Really, and constantly train, and that's what I like about this place. Because, one, if you need to heal, you can easily attack these rats, get their meat, and there's actually trees that you can chop down for wood and cook them over fire. Now, of course, cooking over fire is okay, I guess. I mean, I like this. You can loot all. Although, it's not quite as good as just, like, right-clicking and easily only picking up, like, the one item that you want. Instead, it just lets you, I don't know, can I just... Oh, no, it just does that. Okay. Well. Now that I have that, I'm going to go down here. Now, I prefer Moss Giants because I know I can kill them, but they're high level, somewhat to be a challenge, but I know I can take them out easy. But not so much the spiders, the red spiders. And if you're, like, too low of a level, they'll attack you. Like I noticed that there are some monsters that are just downright aggressive towards you. And then there are some that are just only aggressive to people that they know that they can take out, like low levels. I used to be low level, and I came down here to train on them, to train on Moss Giants, but only because they would be a challenge. Like, I would die, almost come close. I'd be, like, left with, like, maybe less than 100 hit points left when I fought them, but not anymore. Not anymore. And it started to get there. And once you find out once you find out where that medium is, like I did, which was just get as find the strongest monster you can just take down, even if it leaves you with like a sliver of health left. That's what you should train on. But you're gonna die, so you want to bring food and whatnot. I was able to, at the time when I first found these, I was able to do that without food, but I'd have sliver of health, so I'd like leave the area, have to run past the red spiders, and do that. Now, of course, I can withstand a few hits from the spiders, but and I could take them down, no problem. Well, actually, more of a slight problem. It's really not much of a problem now that they've added... I used to take them down with lots of problems, but now it's not really much of a problem now that they have all these, like, combat abilities, which I heavily rely on if I'm going to do that. And occasionally, maybe I can do that, and I can take down, like, 1.5 fight through 1.5 spiders before I just, before I need to, like, eat something or get a strength potion or something like that. So one by itself, yes, but I cannot consecutively attack one after another without having to constantly resupply him with health and whatnot. Unlike I can with the moss giants, hence why I want to do that. And there's actually a few free coins here. I mean, that you can take if you want, which are automatically added to your... to like a bank sack like you have that no one can take from your bank. And which is kind of good, because I actually think I set up a pin number. There's actually this place that taught you stuff about online safety, more specifically the area around and how it relates to RuneScape. I think it was like some sort of dungeon underneath the Barbarian Village, which is outside Varrock, which I played long ago. Maybe they've changed it to stuff that's more current, and that has to do with more current things that are going on and whatnot. But, these moss giants automatically aggro to you, or are aggravated and attack you right away. Now, I think each one's different. Like, I think some will automatically aggravate towards you if you come close to them. Some will just be like, if they don't bother me, I don't bother them. And some will be like, oh, he's much weaker than me. This is an easy prey to take down. And they'll attack you that way. In which, for a time, I thought that's what it was like for the King Scorpions in the mines below, Flador, but actually not. To me, it seemed like that was the case, but I'm much higher level than them now, but they still attack me directly. I guess that's just how the game is. Now, of course, me being like this, I need to find my, attacks. And I don't know where they are. Open customizations. Okay, I found my melee abilities. I'm just gonna spam a bunch of these. Now, of course... what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull this out as well. But I'm gonna move that. But I'm gonna move this, and I'm gonna constantly move it. Because there's one thing I do know, is that I like to have my armor equipped, worn equipment, my backpack, my defensive abilities, and my melee right next to each other, because these healing abilities actually heal you very well. Regenerate. There are many different member abilities that I don't have anymore. There's so many. Rejuvenate is my favorite one, though, out of all of them. Channels adrenaline to help you restore 40% of your health, your life points, and fully restore. Drain stats over... So stats that drain you will fully restore, along with 40% of your health. Now, what they mean by that, I remember... I have good memory, which is why I like to play this, because I can come back and I can remember what it used to be. Like, I could remember... I don't advertise drinking and all that stuff and alcoholism, but you could drink stuff in the game, and it would say your strength would be, like... 63 out of 61 or something, because it temporarily increases it. Which actually, if you want to use the teleporting ability, and it allows you to grab an item that's out of your reach. You can do that. I like to keep a stock of, like, arrows. That way I can, like, be ready for anything. Because sometimes I'll engage in an area where I need to use range. But if anything, I prefer to use melee, but if I need to use range, I can. And so, as you can see, I can consistently take these guys down. I don't lose a whole lot of health. Obviously, I would lose more if I'm taking on the spiders. But, getting my, your stats up are good. Now, if you really want to get more experience points and grind out and get a lot of defense, for an example, just set it to defensively and you'll get more experience towards defense. Now, I like to keep my guy well-balanced. Now, that's just my personal preference, because just like when I did my playthrough of what was it, my playthrough of Castle Crashers, I kept my character well-balanced because I didn't want to have him too slow, like low agility, because then he couldn't avoid anything. And that would be he'd have a weakness, a very strong weakness in that area. So you want to find a balance between them. That way, if someone does find a weakness, they can't make a lot of use out of it, because you're not super weak in a set area, but you have at least some skill in an area. Just like I do here. I'm not the best mage, and I'm not the best archer, but if I need to use range or magic attacks, I can do that. So, that's also a thing, but then again, I don't really use much, of them. I don't think I even have mage outfits. I think originally I made magic because I figured maybe there will be a quest where I need to use some magic skills. I figured 38 would be enough, and maybe I can just buy my way into other things. The only time that I can think of that was the Dragon Slayer quest. I don't know if that's still on here, because I know they constantly add quests. I'm not sure if they've been removing any. But, in that one, there was a point where they're like, hey, you could take this, you could buy this piece of, I think you could buy a map from someone to go to this island, but in order to get it, you needed, like, 10,000 gold. Or what you need to do is use ranged attacks to kill him, and, use, a magic... Then use a magic spell to telekinesis grab something and bring it to you, which I actually used. At the time, I wasn't quite high enough, so I used to wizard my mom, which, of course, you can get that in Flador. Now, for me, I'm going to use Rejuvenate, because I lost some health, and that's 142 per second. Now, there's probably, because that's what it says on screen. I don't know the exact map of it, but, that's what happened. And, well, this is a little bit about my character that I've done. Some personal preferences on, stuff that I do, because someone asked me about it. And if you guys have any comments, questions, or feedback for me about, this game that I'm playing, or, want to see more of it, just let me know in the comment section down below. But, I am gonna have to end this video here. I hope you guys enjoyed watching, and I will see you guys later in another video. Bye-bye!